Nice to meet you.
Victor, very nice to meet you.
Are they dispersed in all over the area?
They are more concentrated in the deep water portion of the basin, more towards the western side of the basin and closer to the shelf. The shelf is where all the wells are. There's a concentration of wells, and then there's a gap between of wells, the red dots. Prospects identified are more to the west and in between the dots. So then and then you ask about the distance. If you see in that map, you see the 25 kilometers distance, and they are spread around a 25 by 25 kilometers, more or less, right? But also in different geologic ages. So some companies would like to go and drill the biggest possible one first, right? Other companies prefer to drill the one that the trap looks better, right? So it depends. So we for sure narrow down to 2 or 3 options for the first well, and we're still discussing, seeing the pros and cons of the first well. Personally, I would prefer to drill the less risky one, where the trap is very clear, where the seismic response is very clear, and trying to minimize the risk as much as I can. Maybe it will not prove the biggest volume, but has a chance still to prove a sizable discovery.
And
Yes.
the risk of the other prospects could be
Yes.
different.
Yes, that the chance of success is today. In drilling another well, we'll know more, and then we have to reevaluate the other ones. Will be around that. Will be around 20%. But the chance of success, we call GECO's geological chance of success, is a portfolio management tool. So it means, like you said, if I have 20% chance in a specific play type, in this case a deep water stratigraphic play, I need to have 5 of those. In the case of Uliang, right now we have 7. So what increases our chance of finding as we go exploring. I'm not known in Korea, but in the US I'm very well known. And because I'm a professor at Rice University, so a lot of people took my classes. I was president of a scientific society. I published several papers. I give lectures in international conferences. I'm known as a sick stratigrapher, and I'm known as a deep water specialist. And I teach classes also in the annual conferences of the American Association of Petroleum Geologists. It's a conference that happens every year that can have from 6,000 to 8,000 people. And I've been teaching every year since 2000. And I'm also invited by universities to teach short courses. So, in teaching so much, so basically 1,000 people already took my classes, members of the KNOC, geologists, geoscientists from KNOC already took my classes. And then when they realized that the key to keep prospecting in the Uliang was one, sick stratigraphy, was very important to do a very detailed sick stratigraphic interpretation of the basin that was not done before, and also to understand better deep water systems. That's another of my specialties. So 2 members of KNOC actually came to my house to introduce the Uliang Basin for me and ask if I would be interested in bidding, because they were about to go for a bid round. And they didn't talk just to me, they talked to other companies as well.
The drilling or the actual production, that this could raise the issue of the conflict of interest.
No question, no question. So that's important to keep this separate, right? But in fact, is right now Fluxus is acquiring production assets. So down the road, Fluxus probably will go for exploration as well, right? Just is not the timing for that yet, because the plan is when you are in that situation, what you want is to have early production, and then with that you can invest part of that revenue in exploration, right?